And that freaking LFO's like, hey, homeboy, I'm gonna get in the drive. The LFO starts driving, homies. The LFO is driving front seat, homie. The LFO starts leaning back. The LFO is driving front seat, homie. The LFO starts driving, homies. The LFO is driving front seat, homie. The LFO starts leaning back. The LFO is driving front seat.
What up, baby? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today I'm reviewing Alpha Lion SuperHuman pre-workout. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. Why? Because I got content coming out all the dang time for you, homie. So click subscribe and let's get into this, man. God bless all of you, man. I just want to tell you something. Our news media, I don't care where you are, man, it wants to separate us. That's what it wants to do. It's got one job, and that's to distract us, to divide us up so we can be divided with the people that we love, man. That's all they want from us, man. It is okay for you not to pick a side on every issue, man. It's okay to say, I don't know enough about that. I'm gonna stay out of this one, man. The TV wants us to be emotionally charged up about everything, outraged about everything, fired up about every issue. We don't have to be, man. That doesn't get us closer to God to be outraged and picking sides and having that tribal kind of mentality on everything, man. It's okay. We all have values and morals and this and that. It's okay that we grow towards our ideals, but helping people right in front of us in our community, that's my purpose, man. I want to stay focused right on what's in front of me here in the moment. I don't need to, it's okay. I could say, this issue here, I don't know enough about it. I don't have a big opinion on it. It's okay, man, not to have an opinion on everything. I just want you to know that you don't have to pick a side. A lot of us are tired of choosing sides, man, and I'm one of them. I'm sick of it, man. So let's stay focused, helping people right in front of us, getting closer to God, growing spiritually. That's what it's about, man. Now let's get into this. Now, SuperHuman Pre, man. I'm gonna tell you the pros and the cons, homie. I ain't here shining no Alpha Lion schlong, you know that. I did review their SuperHuman Extreme not long ago, over the summer. It did not hit for me. And it was the first Alpha Lion product that I did not give a favorable review to. I still love the company, man. This is a sick tub. I've never reviewed SuperHuman Pre before. I really love SuperHuman Pump. Is that what it's called? Yeah, SuperHuman Pump, still one of the best pump formulas ever. Non-stim pre's. What's their fat burning pre-workout burn? That one's a hitter. Their Apex burn's a hitter. But they've gone in a direction that GGH ain't too fond of, homie. The mainstream direct. They've cut out like every ingredient. Araya Genesis. They've gotten rid of like the Alpha Yo on a lot of their hitters. They had like more Alpha Yo. Their SuperHuman Extreme had like 1 milligram now. I don't know, man. They've gone in the mainstream direction. I'm not mad at them from a business perspective, but from a perspective of a pre-workout connoisseur, not a direction that GGH likes. All right, man, let's talk about the facts, all right, man? I'm over here talking feelings, man. Let's talk about the facts. Quit monkeying around. Let's get down to business. Here we go, man. So they are talking facts. They're giving us this half scoop, 1 scoop, redfish, bluefish, Dr. Seuss mumbo jumbo. We do 1 scoop. They're saying 16.2 grams. The level scoop was exactly 16 grams, so they got it right. And this was a muscle melon flavor, man. That is not what we used to call you in the pen, homie. Muscle melon, refreshing watermelon cucumber. It's in a watermelon infused with cucumber flavor. It's like when you walk in them fancy hotels. Some of you fancy college folk might know about this, man. And you see the water with the cucumber and the watermelon, you know, it's that refreshing hitter. That's what they're giving you here, man. Great flavor. One thing about Alpha Lion, no matter what direction they go in, their flavors are freaking like the best in the game. Up there, man, with them. So, doesn't get better. But it's a great flavor. You're going to love it. You have no idea this was a pre-workout when you taste this. All right, man, they're giving us 21 servings in a container. And for this label, man, I'm going to tell you, we could have gotten that 25 hitter Alpha Lion, man. You could have this ain't like some real premium label here. You could have given us that 25 hitter, man. But they're giving us 21. That's 20 plus 1 for the homies who couldn't make it to High Stim Saturday, man. So we'll say prayers for them, man. You know, a lot of them are lost. A lot of them out there struggling with addiction, man. We got to pray for those people that one day they make it to High Stim Saturday. All right, man, here we go. Fully disclosed label, 1 scoop. L-citrulline, 4 grams. That's real bare minimum, but it's pure citrulline for the pumps, the vascularity, the gorilla look in the ground. You know, if you have, the pumps come from the heart, homie. But if you halfway know how to do a dang rep, then you can bring out some nice pump with that 4 grams, man. 4 grams, I usually can see extraterrestrial pumpage that I know is not just from me at 4 grams, to be honest with you, man. I know it's not a lot, but it is enough, in my experience. L-taurine. And this is my channel, homie, so my experience is what matters. All right, man, here we go. L-taurine, 1 gram. S7, 50 milligrams. Big debate in the industry, man. Is that S7 some snickle fritz, or is it the real deal? Then black pepper, 10 milligrams. That helps absorb all this. Beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. That's for the warm, fuzzy hug, the tingles, the revved up feeling, the endurance, the lactic acid buffering. Mr. Fauci Jr., speaking of divisiveness on the news, where has he been? I've noticed he's been silent lately, man. I guess the products didn't pan out the way they wanted, homie. Betaine anhydrous, too. I'm getting divisive. GDH. You've been talking junk, man. You better watch it. All right, man. Betaine anhydrous, 2.5 grams. The power output, that'll make you a strong alpha male. Iron pumper, that'll turn off the TV. Tell your loved ones you love them. Don't let them separate us, man. Life is too short to be arguing with the people we love. Tell them you love them. Focus on our drive. Iron pumping, helping people, that's what that betaine's going to do, man. Make you a strong dude. None of that weak nonsense. L-tyrosine, 1,500 milligrams. Some focus. Then you got the Sant Energy new 400 milligrams. So this is an ingredient Alpha Lion's been using. It's a trademark hitter, and guess it gives energy. Hence the name Sant Energy. It's not a stimulant, but I don't know what it does, homie. All right, man. You can school me in the comments. Actually, all right, man. Leave your comment, man. Tell me about the Sant2 Energy. SXT Energy System, 325 milligrams. So I don't know if that's 325 after the yield or before the yield, but it's also a trademark name Alpha Lion's been using. 3 kinds of caffeine. And I actually like it, man. I've used it in I think their Apex burn and stuff. It actually feels like a really nice, like feel-good source of caffeine or whatever. So, all right, man. So I took the drink, I took the muscle melon, I came down to the dance floor. It's time for some serious iron pumping. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say about this, homie. A lot of junk's been talked today. I'm gonna give you the pros and the cons of this. Now, the pros of this, surprisingly, I actually like this pre-workout, and I'm gonna tell you why. Oh my God, powder's coming out. The reason I like this pre-workout is because it's not trying to pretend that it's something it's not. They're not marketing it as some stim junkie, like SuperHuman Extreme. They held the extreme out of it. You're like, where's the extreme? But this right here, they're just marketing it original performance pre. The experience matches exactly with the label. So I'm not mad at it, actually, man. It's a very nice beginner pre-workout. Like, this is something you give to a chick, to a beginner, even to a stim junkie who wants to come off the crazy stims and have just something bare minimum with some caffeine and, you know, whatever, the whole package that's going to hold them. So I'm really actually going to give this a very positive review because it performs exactly as the label suggests, which is nothing crazy, but it definitely does the job. So I cannot hate on it. I hate on Pre's when they claim to be high stim junkie and then they're trash, or they're pretending to be something they're not. This one right here just performs exactly as they're marketing, so I can't be mad at it for that. The beta-alanine is strong on it, well-sourced, Walter White, good. That alpha-lion beta, we know and love, homie. That Breaking Bad beta-alanine, that good head itcher scratcher that actually contributes to the sense of urgency. There's nothing, so the pros are, the energy sufficient. I mean, it feels like 325 caffeine. There's some definite, decent vascularity, not a crazy pump or anything like that, but you'll notice some vascularity with it that's extraterrestrial. You'll notice it'll give you a decent pump, not a crazy pump, a decent pump. There's definitely some excess focus outside of the caffeine. You'll notice some, like a little endurance, a little focus. Nice beginner pre-workout. The other pros are it's light on the stomach, none of that heavy bloating feeling, nothing negative to say about that. You don't need to stack anything on it except maybe 5 grams of unflavored creatine. Keeps it nice and light. They're giving you the whole package. And there's a slightly sense of well-being, feel-good energy with it. Nothing crazy, not real like mood elevation, just that feels like good source caffeine, if that's even a thing. You know, like feels like just a good synergy. Like I like this better than Extreme. I'm not saying it hit harder, but like I didn't expect it to do more than it did, you know, so I was satisfied based on that. When I took Extreme, I expected like some stim junkiness, and I got like nothing, so I hated on it. I gave it a bad review. This right here, the experience matches the label, which is just a nice, bare minimum, fully loaded pre-workout that does the job. The energy lasts a couple hours, dies off, there's no negative side effects. You're awake, you're alert, it's not wake you out of the dead. You gotta come with some dang heart. Now the negatives of it. The negatives are, there's really nothing eventful about it. Like there's no reason, if you're a pre-workout guy with the 400 freaking pre-workouts I reviewed and the hundreds of thousands on the market, you're not good. There's no reason to be like, oh man, I wanna go back to that SuperHuman pre. Like you're not like, there's nothing about it that stands out. Maybe the beta-alanine, but everything else is very just okay. There's nothing about it where you'd think about reaching for this again. I mean, I recommend buying it just if you're someone who wants a bare minimum full package pre and you want to come off the crazy stims, or if you're like a super beginner, well, a beginner, any beginner. Because this might blow your head off as a beginner. If you don't have any caffeine tolerance, you might be flying with this. You know, if you're a stim junkie, this ain't gonna do much for you. So for me, like, there's no reason for me to be like, oh man, I want that SuperHuman pre again. Like even like a bare minimum pre, like I'd go for like a Rise Blackout or whatever it is. But this did the job, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I like that it performs as they're advertising, just a basic pre. It says pre. It doesn't say supreme, extreme. It says pre. They're giving us a pre. That's what you got, man. What more could I say? I gave you the pros and the cons. Everything has pros and cons. It doesn't excel in any area, but it performs just fine in each area, and that's it. Bare minimum pre-workout that does what it says. So I'm not going to hate on it. I think it's fine. That's what I got. God bless all of you. I'll link below where to get it if you want it. God bless all of you. Together, let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.